Jason Dachman, managing editor at SVG. We are live at the NFL Draft at its debut year in Chicago with Adam Acone and Dave Shaw of NFL Network. First, I guess, Dave, what makes Chicago so unique, and how has the show grown this year compared to previous years in New York?
Well, Chicago is unique because we've brought it into a fan-friendly theater, smaller theater, but more fans are involved, you know. But the biggest thing is that they're bringing the fans up an outdoor fan plaza, and it's similar to what we do for Super Bowl. The league has really grown this. This event has just become so big. So we have on the network side, we have an inside set, we have an outside set, and multiple other sets that we are supporting it, multiple cameras. Chicago's just become a big venue, as you'll be able to see when you walk around.
Adam, inside the auditorium theater, tell me about a couple of the highlights, maybe the new rail cam that you guys are debuting this year, and any other really cool stuff that you have right there inside the auditorium.
Sure. Because the theater is so much smaller, we've changed our coverage quite a bit. We've always traditionally had a jib to get big beauty shots, but we've added a tower cam on a dolly that'll get us some nice tracking shots along the stage as the drafted player comes out to meet the commissioner. We've also added a new desk this year, working with a vendor, a design company called ISD, because our footprint was so much smaller, because the theater's so much smaller. We wanted to create a new desk that fit in that space, and it's turned out really nice. We have a great look. The whole draft experience inside. The screens with the LED screens, it makes a very small, intimate, beautiful theater look very, very big.
And Dave, you had the unique challenge of trying to get across Michigan Ave between the Auditorium Theater and Selection Square out here. Tell us a little bit about how you got that accomplished without totally shutting down the entire road, which will be shut down on Thursday night.
Right, they're shutting down Michigan Avenue for Thursday only, but Friday it'll be open, and it's been open all week. That was one of our biggest concerns, I think. We're doing a lot of programming. We're here all week. How are we going to get across? There was talk about going underneath. There was talking about going over. This group that did this whole outside set called C3 built a nice truss coming across. So we have you can man it and walk across. So all the power and all our fiber cabling came across there, as well as everything in the park.
And Adam, last thing, you've been just neck deep in this for going on probably, 9 months, or even longer, ever since the announcement was made. Tell me a little bit about the evolution of the plans, how long ago the planning started, and how long you've been here on site, and what's going to happen since then.
We've been working with obviously our league departments, the events group, as well as C3, who's producing the park experience. They're a big events company. And the planning, we've been out here, we've had monthly meetings out in Chicago. Additionally, we've had smaller meetings. I've probably been out here once a week for the last 2 months. Just so many different set locations, and the landscape is constantly changing. The plans have constantly changed as the event has evolved, as the events group, or the NFL events group, wants to get more fan engagement. The layout and the plans have changed. The theater has changed, smaller. So we've had to adjust to all of that, logistically, sight lines in terms of our set locations, and what we want to bring home to the fans. So it's been a constantly evolving and fluid experience. And as I kept telling our whole team, if we get on site and expect everything to be as it's been for the last few months, we're not very bright.
All right, well, thanks, guys. Jason Dachman with SVG live from Selection Square in Grant Park, Chicago. Thanks, guys.